Halo guys, balik lagi di channel Petras. Jadi hari ini mari kita lanjutkan series Combat 7 Skies Unknown kita. Let's go.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it. Now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusia? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder
Yes?
which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Oke, jadi scene tadi intinya menghentikan mas-mas profesor buat ngirim data ke seluruh drone ya. Cuman katanya ada yang berhasil. So di sini kita fokus ke kita dulu aja.
Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers powerful energy.
Intinya yang kemarin mereka naik kapal, mereka niatnya mau menghentikan mas-mas profesor tadi dan berhasil. Dan sekarang mas-mas profesor tadi juga berpihak pada kita. Cuman katanya datanya sudah kekirim ke beberapa drone, cuman kita belum tahu beneran udah kirim apa tidak. Kita tunggu saja di sini. Tadi kan datanya data kakek si mbak-mbak yang nembak, apa itu, flash disk apa nggak tahu itu kan isinya isi data kakeknya, tembak dihancurin biar nggak kekirim, biar nggak keinstal di para drone, cuman katanya udah kekirim. So kita lihat aja.
Then I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page.
Dan kita di sini
It's time to end this war.
objektifnya menghancurkan arsenal bird yang
Time
satunya.
to fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
Oke, let's go. Gua akan pakai YF sepertinya. Nggak sepertinya, emang mau pakai YF. Oke, ini dia. Black Widow tuh. Ya kita pakai ini aja, terus skinnya ganti seperti biasa. Strider sudah special skin. Oh, kapan ya dapetinnya? Wih, kayak zebra anjir. Oke, tapi kita tetap pakai Strider. Pesawat yang bentuknya aneh, cuman gue suka sih, kenceng soalnya. Cuman emang bentuknya kayak ya pesawat prototype, kayak kayak pesawat alien anjir. Ya enggak sih, cuman lucu aja gitu bentuknya. Dan kita sudah bersatu ya. Intinya dua negara yang bertarung tadi karena apa? Kena hasutan atau apa tidak tahu. Yang penting sekarang kita harus menghentikan para drone ini. Bukan para drone sih, para konservatif itulah. Tapi kalau negara resminya yang kita musuhi sebelumnya sudah memihak sama kita, udah berdamai lagi. Cuman para ya anggaplah teroris lah. Masih itu. Masih apa? Masih melakukan perlawanan. Oke, di sini kita harus mendapatkan 12.000 poin selama 10 menit. Oke. 10 apa 9 tadi? Ya, intinya itu dulu. Objektifnya itu dulu sebelum menghancurkan si Arsenal Bot. Oke, kena satu. Yang deket-deket aja guys. Maksudnya yang lagi ngumpul aja dan yang deket kalian aja. 12.000 itu cepet kok. Dan ingat dihemat, jangan asal main buang, soalnya nggak ada itu ya, nggak ada apa, nggak back to base ya, nggak ada supply, jadi apa yang ada hancur anjir. 2 kali Falcon 22. Oke. Rame juga anjir. Gua akan coba first try guys, semoga bisa ya. Kalau gagal ya mohon maklumi. Oh, ini yang ganggu dari tadi. Banyak banget cuk. Nyebar anjir, sial. Oh enggak. Mending kita cari yang deket-deket dulu aja guys. Nah kalau ada formasi gitu enaknya pakai 4 AM, bisa ngelock semuanya, jadi enak. Sekali nembak bisa kena 4. Itu udah 6.000 udah setengah. Masih 5 menit. Aku bisa ini cepet. Kalian santai aja. Cuman emang keganggu banget sih. Maksudnya dari belakang pasti yang ikut sih. Oke, kurang 50 lagi, masih 4 menit, tinggal ya 1 pesawat lagi aja, terus kita bertahan aja, hemat. Cuman ya kalau kalian masih mau senang-senang nembak-nembakin apa-apa sih. Oke, sudah sesuai target. Oke, ada projectile dari Arsenal Bird. Pokoknya jangan masuk ke, aduh, lingkaran itu. Anjir, terlalu cepat.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal Bird. Shit, airburst tight.
Oke, keluar dari lingkaran.
Arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. Dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal Bird.
Lupa. Keluar.
5 seconds.
Cari aman aja, orang udah udah ngelewatin objektif kok. Santai aja. Lihat. Itu misil apa coba? Nuklir kali ya.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds.
Oke, 50 detik lagi.
5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound. Seconds remaining.
Iya. Tembakannya tuh tersembunyi guys. Tembakan apa ya? Iya, tembakan mesin gun. Iya. 2, 1. Oke. Sempurna ya, damage kita masih 0%. Mas nembak mesti loh. Oke, dia udah muncul. Serang. Cuma itu Itu pertahanan apa? Elektromagnetik kah atau apa ya?
Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target. Longcaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope. Here they come.
Oke, jadi di sini kita tanpa bantuan Stonehenge ya. Jadi harus dianjurkan secara manual. Oke, mulai mengeluarkan laser juga. Kayaknya yang kemarin nggak ada lasernya deh. Kenapa jadi tiba-tiba punya laser? Oke, nah kalau keluar AM gitu guys, aduh, hati-hati aja. Gimana cara ngasih taunya ya, biar hati-hati ya. Intinya apa ya? Oke. Bentar guys, gua itu dulu apa? Fokus dulu. Terus dia juga masih bisa ngeluarin shield tadi ya. Jadi jangan sampai masuk ke dalam shieldnya, soalnya kalian pasti kena damage. Jadi harus hati-hati, harus jaga jarak lah intinya. Terus kalian incer aja targetnya doang aja. Sama ya ini susahnya, jadi kalian bakal ke distract sama drone yang ngeluarin misil, belum misil dari apa, dari itunya, dari ini apa, dari snipernya. Jadi kalian di sini main santai aja, pelan-pelan, hati-hati waktu kalian banyak. Cuman itu tadi harus hati-hati, soalnya banyak banget yang nembakin kita. Sama jangan sampai kalian nabrak itu shield, karena bakal apa, bakal nambah damage kalian. Ush, tuh punya laser pula yang Arsenal Bird yang ini. Yang pas Stonehenge kayaknya nggak ada kan. Ush, mau ngeluarin shield, lari. Pokoknya kalau di radar udah keluar buletan merah langsung lari. Bahaya soalnya. Oke, kita tunggu sampai itu. Oke, hilang. Oke, tinggal berapa target? Kita harus nganjurin baling-balingnya. Nah, saat sebesar ini masih pakai baling pas anjing. Hati-hati, udah mau keluar lagi. Lupa kenapa? Aduh, buang-buang anjir. Lupa masih ada shieldnya anjir. Terus ini yang pada tadi nyergap mas-mas profesor tadi, mereka baru nyariin sumbernya untuk ngilangin shield ini. Lihat aja pembicaraannya. Sorry gua di sini fokus jadi agak nggak tahu apa yang intinya mereka itu sih apa, cari cara untuk ngilangin ini. Oke, lagunya sudah berubah. Anjir, masih miss, masih ada shieldnya. Oke, tinggal satu. Jadi masih 1%. Oke, hancur. Oke, beres. 2%. Dan bangkainya kalau kalian gagal di sini, kalian harus ngulangin dari tadi. Enggak itu sih, enggak awal sih, tapi apa, dari hancurin apa namanya, masih ada shieldnya. Itu yang bikin lama guys, yang bikin males sih itu. Nah ini bakal gue coba first try lah. Kita cicil-cicilin aja. Nah, yang ganggu-ganggu ini AM ini ganggu kan, kita cicilin aja biar ngurang-ngurangin senjata mereka. Oke, terus apa sekarang? Targetnya main ya. Itu utama apa namanya? Paling utama. Gak tahu itu kenapa di sana pada berisik banget. Oh salah, bukan. Ini guys, joinnya guys, join apa ya itu? Ya intinya bagiannya lah guys. Itu di belakang sini ya posisinya ya. Jadi harus ngelewatin apa baling-balingnya kan masih muter tuh meskipun pelan. Nah itu yang kadang lepasinnya, jadi yang kadang berkali-kali harus kita tembak. Padahal itu masih gampang, soalnya masih di belakang itunya. Soalnya ntar ada bagian-bagian yang lebih sulit lagi. Ini masih gampang, jadi hati-hati sama lasernya. Bisa sih kita hancurin, cuman ambil itu. Nih. Oke, udah habis dua-duanya. Apalagi oke, hook ya masalah. Kalau hook dia posisinya ada di bawah sini, jadi emang agak susah. Harus hati-hati. Ya, dia di bawah sini dan agak ke depan, jadi emang agak susah. Bukan miss. Enaknya kita ke depan dulu guys. Aduh, ke depannya dulu, tapi hati-hati sama lasernya. Kita ke depannya dulu, puter, terus ke bagian bawah. Nah, dari sini lebih enak. Destroy. Nah, ini tinggal satu lagi. Ini lagi. Terus ke depan dulu. Untung kita cicil-cicilin ngancurin apa senjatanya guys. Kalau masih ada AM sama push lasernya masih lengkap, wah susah banget itu. Soalnya kita dikejar banyak banget, makanya kalau nggak first try susah juga. Soalnya harus ngulangin lagi. Oke, udah hancur. Tinggal satu target sepertinya kalau nggak salah, yaitu dia di bagian bawah. Laser bisa kita tembak. Lasernya nggak apa-apa. Tenang, kita masih punya waktu 12 menit, santai aja. Kalau mau sih ya ini hancurin dulu aja persenjataannya, ganggu banget soalnya. Oke, udah hancur, tinggal push laser yang meskipun dikit-dikit cuman banyak apa nyicil damage kita lumayan. Oke. Nah, FPS unit itu ada di bawah situ. Nah, jadi caranya lebih baik terserah kalian sih. Yang penting kalian ke bawah dulu, agak jauh. Kalau udah enak posisinya, tembak. Seperti ini. Nah, udah enak. Oke, tembak. Aduh, masih miss. Ulangin lagi. Terus try ini guys, tenang guys, bisa guys. Oke, itu dia. Aduh, masih miss. Nggak usah digas sih, nggak usah digas, nggak usah ya, nggak usah apa bahasanya, nggak usah di kecepatan kalian pelan aja si ini nggak ini. Oke, itu dia. Oke, berhasil, misi berhasil. Udah sukses guys, first try. Agak susah sih ini first try, jujur. Cuman untungnya mah kita di sini berhasil first try. Di record malah first try. So thank you guys buat yang udah nonton, thank you buat yang udah like, subscribe dan komennya. nanti akan kita lanjutin lagi. So see you on the next video. Bye bye and goodbye Arsenal Burn.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrendered. And you guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down.
What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Enemy on my 6. Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something.
Strider 2, missile inbound.
Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that.
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. You're too fast. Lower your speed. 3,000 meters to carrier. Bank left, Trigger. Raise your nose. 1,500 meters to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed. That's what I'm talking about, Trigger. Not one scratch. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.